Ride Bikes More here in San Antonio, Texas at the West Side Bike Shop with Jeff and John. We're going to talk about their bike shop, what makes it so special. Jeff, John, thanks again for inviting me out to your bike shop. There's a lot of parking out back for people that want to come. There's a lot of one-ways around here, so be careful. Tell me a little bit about the history of the bike shop and why we're here today.
Well, actually, the bike shop started not too long after Sorillo's Bike Crew. We ended up realizing after riding around for a while that the types of bikes that we rode, there was nobody in town that kind of specialized or actually carried any of the parts that we have or that we use for those bikes. So we found a niche that needed to be served, and that's kind of how Westside Bike Shop grew out.
What kind of bikes exactly are you describing?
Beach cruisers, custom beach cruisers, stretch cruisers. Pretty much anything that comes out of here is one-off sometimes, or we bring it in from California or some other places like that. We repurpose them, put them out for use.
When we first started riding, a friend of ours, she had a McCargy Bronco bike, and that bike actually was the first bike that we saw that had that styling and stuff like that. So she actually let us go ahead and ride it around a little bit. Once we rode it, they didn't take too much. Those things are comfortable. I mean, they ride like Cadillacs. They're just fun to ride. It's a whole different feeling of riding. You don't feel like you're a bear on a bike on top of it, and you're definitely not recumbent like a lot of these other bikes. It's that in between, and it's just perfect. Very relaxing, very easy strides and stuff like that. So,
Jeff, why do you think those bikes catch so much attention? People want to take pictures. They want you in the parades. Why do you think that is?
Because they're one of a kind mostly. Like a bike is kind of like an extension of yourself, just like when you customize a car. Down to the wheels, the paint, whatever it is, you customize it to fit your needs. And sometimes people, they like that because they never seen it around before, and it after a while it becomes addicting. And if you buy bikes and you know it gets expensive after a while, you can start off with a couple $100 and you end up paying a couple of $1,000. It just depends on your taste and what you want to use the bike for.
So a couple $100, a couple $1,000 for someone that's new, interested. Would you recommend one of the stretches? Would you recommend something else? And what price range for a beginner?
Depends because you know what, every bike is different for every person. But I would definitely, if they're a new rider, if they're just looking to get into riding or cycling, get a cheap bike. Get something either you find at a yard sale, a pawn shop, or whatever. Granted. Walmart. If you're gonna get something that you want brand new off the bat, Walmart would probably be the best place. Again, you might want to bring it to a reputable bicycle shop to make sure that they take a look at it. Not everybody that works at Walmart is a bicycle repair guy or actually knows how to put a bicycle together. Again, if you buy one at the pawn shop or a yard sale, definitely bring it to a repair shop just to have them at least look it over, make sure there's no safety issues or anything like that, because riding down the street or riding down a hill would be the worst time to find out that there's a loose bolt on your bike somewhere.
We do service pretty much anywhere from single speeds, multi-speeds, BMX, beach cruisers, mountain bikes, road bikes, a little bit of everything. We do specialize like in the custom beach cruiser scene and stuff like that. So we handle a little bit of everything like that.
Now that within the last couple of months, we've actually started to see more customers come in. I guess they're realizing that we're here. I think it's a combination of just I've been doing a lot of Instagram, TikTok, utilizing social media a lot. I think people are starting to realize, or they see us as a bike crew, Sorillo's Bike Crew. A lot of our riders carry the bikes that come out of Westside Bike Shop. And those are starting to take hold of, downtown, or people are actually seeing these bikes and want to know more about them.
What kind of people are in the group and on the rides with you guys?
We have everybody. We have everybody from attorneys to doctors to ship captains to bartenders to whatever. I mean, it's a very eclectic group that we have. There's no set type of person that either rides with us or rides bikes in general. It's just one of those things that it's something that you need that you never realized that you needed. Getting on a bike brings you back to childhood days. Getting back on a bike, no worries except for the cars on the street and the person in front of you, and that's pretty much all the worries you have in your head at the time. You get away from your problems of life situations and stuff like that. So it's just not only physically is it good for you, but also mentally. And at that, we have a lot of veterans that ride with us that. This is that little piece that they need, and actually our group has turned into where we have veteran riders, and actually we're very orderly in the way we ride now, and just because that we have guys out there that are kind of have that set thinking already in there. So
Any other things you want to describe or talk about the bike shop?
actually, we're right here at 1428 West Commerce, San Antonio, Texas, downtown, West Side, right on the outside of the 3 blocks away from the jail, right on the outside of West Side San Antonio. Also, one of the big topics that I'm bringing out right now, because it's coming up pretty soon, up in November, we're going to be having a big ride out that we've gotten into partnership. Well, we've been in partnership with Tracer and McCargy for the last 2 years to go ahead and solidify our partnership. We're actually be receiving one of their new market e-bikes that are be coming out from Tracer. It's very sleek, really nice. Not exactly sure which bike they're going to be sending, but I know it's going to be one of their flagship bikes. So we're going to be actually putting that through its runs and make sure that everything's working properly on it, and make sure that it can do what they say it can do, and actually show the public that these are one of the bikes that you might want to go ahead and use for a little bit of action and adventure. So that we're going to be heading out to Buc-ee's, actually from right here at Westside Bike Shop, downtown San Antonio. If you know where Buc-ee's at, that's quite a run. So yeah, we're going to be going and pushing 46 miles. We're going to be pushing it out there on e-bikes, let alone pedal bikes, but we have the extra dynamic to make sure that the bikes are going to be able to power that long, be able to ride out that long, figure out how we're going to go ahead and make sure we maintain them or get them charged back up in between there. So it's a little bit of a logistics, but we're going to figure it out and make sure it happens.
Definitely sounds like a fun adventure. Jeff, any final words?
No, man. Thank you very much for coming out and for always being the person that you are, spreading the awareness for bicycle community. A lot of people wouldn't know who we are if it wasn't for people like you, man. And it's very humbling, and we're grateful for you coming by and hanging out with us.
Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that. John, thank you as well.
Thank you, man.
Very cool to meet you. Awesome bike shop. I love the art, the stickers.
Oh, this is all stenciled, and he did it all hand by hand.
Nice work. Yeah, I really like that one right there. Guys, come and check out the West Side Bike Shop here in San Antonio, Texas. Show them some love, some support, and remember to ride bikes more because it makes you feel good.